Okay, your voice, your vote. We're just weeks away from the high-stakes midterm elections. Control of Congress at stake on the ballot. Joining us now to discuss the latest in the most high-stakes, closely watched races, ABC News Political Director Rick Klein. So, Rick, this is now really the home stretch. Things heating up in the East, Pennsylvania, Georgia. What's the latest on the matchups in those crucial states?
Yeah, Terry, look, we got our map. Very exciting to be able to have this on ABC News Live. Our partners over at 538 see the Democrats as about a 65 out of 100 chance of winning, keeping control of the Senate. And a lot of that has to do with those key races in Pennsylvania and in Georgia. In both cases, the Democrats keeping it very close up against candidates that brought a lot of celebrity and a lot of Trump support, but also a lot of baggage, as we've seen play out in Georgia. Republicans are sticking by Herschel Walker, frankly, because they need to at this point. They recognize how important that state is, how big that would be as a pickup opportunity. That may be the best opportunity for the Republicans to take a seat. Pennsylvania, probably the biggest opportunity for the Democrats. A month out, it's clear that those in just a couple of other states are going to be pretty heavily contested.
Yeah, Herschel Walker having trouble in Georgia right now, but we've got some time. Let's talk about some of the other states and some of the other issues. Inflation, really, named by voters as one of their biggest concerns. How does all this factor in to the Senate battle across the country?
Yeah, and Terry, I'm keeping an eye on two particular states out west, Nevada and Arizona. Former President Trump's going to have rallies in both of those states over the weekend, and Republicans might think of those as their surest path to the Senate. Again, Democrats with their about a 2 in 3 chance of taking control of the Senate. Stick with me for the math here. Let's assume that Nevada and Arizona both flip to the Republicans, that they're able to win against incumbents in both of those states. Suddenly, the Republican chance goes from 1 in 3 to 9 in 10. That's how important those states are. And inflation is just hammering people out west. Crime, immigration, big issues as well. The economy, not where it is elsewhere in the country. We're seeing a lot of attention and a lot of money being spent in those states, regardless of who the candidates are, but particularly looking at those two incumbents.
So a lot of politicking left, but headwinds for the Democrats. Looking ahead to this weekend now, I guess North Carolina, Wisconsin, Senate, there'll be debates there between the Senate candidates. What are you watching for there?
Yeah, there aren't that many debates this election cycle, so when they happen, we watch them really closely. In North Carolina, we see Congressman Ted Budd running against Sherry Beasley in that race. We know that she has been hit by a lot of ads about crime. Well, she's a former chief of the Supreme Court there, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, so that's a pretty good area of pushback. Wisconsin, Mandela Barnes is getting destroyed on the air right now by Senator Ron Johnson on this issue of crime. What I'm looking for in those debates is how much distance do these Democrats put between themselves and the National Democratic Party. There was a debate just last night in Arizona. We saw Senator Mark Kelly talking about how he thought the Biden administration had been handling the border in the wrong way. These places where crime, where inflation are playing so heavily, how do we see the Democrats try to thread a needle where they recognize that they are Democrats, but they may disagree in some fundamental areas with the National Party?
And given Joe Biden's poll numbers, keep some distance between themselves and the White House. And as long as they win, I think he'd be happy with that. Rick Klein, at the board. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Terry.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.